Question number 90 says, before his death, what trials did Jesus undergo?
Jesus suffered much for us before he actually died on the cross. Before he actually died, he was first of all arrested, which is an insult to a person who had been working miracles and teaching every day. He was betrayed by Judas, one of his disciples, for 30 coins. Then he was falsely accused again and again in front of Pilate. They said he was subverting the people and telling them not to pay tax when he was doing the opposite. Then he was cruelly treated. He was slapped by a servant. He was spat upon. He was crowned with thorns. He was flogged like any criminal. And then he was condemned by a cowardly Pilate who knew jolly well that this was an innocent person. And the high priest and the others all got into a big coalition against him. Those who had been enemies before, Annas, Caiaphas, and so on, and Pontius Pilate, they all got together against him. Even he was abandoned by his apostles. Only John had the courage of the 12 of them to reach Calvary. Then he was even spoken against by one of the thieves, crucified with him, although the other one rebuked the other. So that one was called the good thief, because he stole heaven at the last moment.
That's right.
He opened himself to faith. Yeah. The other man locked his heart.
He showed there was hope there for sinners.
Very clear. There is hope for everyone, even at the last moment. The Roman governor condemned Christ to die on the cross. Christ was crowned with thorns and vested as a king, and they slapped him, blindfolded him, slapped him, and said, "You are the prophet. Now tell us who slapped you." That's rather harsh. Then he carried on the cross, so much so that they feared he would die before reaching Calvary, and they got Simon of Cyrene to help him to carry the cross. So he did suffer for us. Greater love than this no man has.
And particularly, just coming back again, that he was God and had total control over the situation. He could have called down the angels at any time to wipe out and kill all of his persecutors, but he chose not to use that power and to go to Calvary.
That is true. As he told St. Peter, "Why are you using a sword? I can call down 12 battalions of angels." Yes. Or even without a single angel, just one word of his would be enough to get the people all wiped out. We wouldn't even see their corpses. Right. But he he laid down his life because he loved us freely. Freely.
So when we look at that cross, we look at that incredible act of love and how he died for us.
That is why we have our crucifix. And every celebration we have Mass, we have any other celebration, the crucifix is in the middle. And not just a cross, 2 pieces of wood. We want Jesus on it, because he died on it. There are some people who, without thinking, just get 2 pieces of wood. For goodness sake, Christ died on the cross. Why take Christ away from the cross?
I mean, that is the symbol of love that Christians use.
It is the central act of our salvation.